everyone, and welcome to the second part of the most efficient things to do on Runescape with a limited amount of time. This video will be about the most efficient XP activities you can do on Runescape. If you're more interested in making money and care less about XP, you should check out the first video, which I'll link in the description below. As I have stated in my other video, I log on every single day, though I don't always have time to play long. So this is my personal list of the most efficient things that I do to get the best XP gains in the amount of time I have. I'll start my XP counter at 0 so you can see how much XP total I get from this trip. A good portion of the things on my list are weekly D&Ds, so if you already have done some, you can just skip that one and continue your routine. Alrighty then, jumping right into this, just like the money-making version, we start off with the treasure hunter. This will differ for everyone. Not all, but some of the activities will benefit from XP boosts. So if you have the Festive Aura, the VIP Artifact, or the Wisdom Aura, activate them before you start. If you've completed the Tears of Guthix quest, you can do the Tears of Guthix minigame. This is easy to travel to. You just keep a charged games necklace in your bank. The minigame is simple. You just have to take a bowl you made during the quest and use it to catch tears running down the walls of this cave. The only trick is, there's also poison drops that run down the wall, which will decrease your score. The tears and poison will move around during your time here. At the end of each session you do, you will consume all the tears you've collected and earn XP in your lowest skill. This is a weekly D&D. If you have Rifthenis unlocked and have planted a crystal tree in the center farming patch, you can collect a daily crystal blossom from it. Doing so will give you a single blossom used for herblore, as well as 30,000 XP in farming. The next easy thing to do for XP is to collect your daily limit for divine locations. Some divine locations use more of your daily limit per item collected than others. Which you choose to collect should be based on what skill you want to level up. The only location I would recommend staying away from are the divine mining spots, simply because they use too much of your daily limit per item gathered. This next one will be different for everyone, but is worth the time. Your daily task. Every day you get a task for a random skill. The task is usually something easy pertaining to that skill. For example, the Urbalore Task is to make 10 potions of any type. This can literally take a couple minutes to do, and you'll be awarded a whole bunch of XP based on your level in that skill and an extra treasure hunter key. If you have obtained the full Sentinel Woodcutting set, you can equip it and activate a mini evil tree for a bunch of woodcutting XP. You're able to do this once per day. Ever wanted to join the circus? Yeah, me neither. But you can still go and perform a few acts for some decent XP. You can do that in agility, magic, and ranged. The Circus is a weekly D&D that moves location every week. You can find the current location and teleport to it by using the Minigames tab in the Adventures window. Once you get there, you just have to start each task by talking to the instructor of each skill. The magic performance, you either do alch, teleport, or levitate different items. The ranged performance, you throw knives, or axes, or shoot a bow at a target. And the agility, you do a handful of tricks on a tightrope. Pretty self-explanatory. You don't have to follow what the crowd is asking for to get XP. Generally, the higher level trick you try, the higher XP you get, so it's best to do the performances that match your level. Another weekly in D&D we have is helping Maggot your player-owned port. Meg is a mischievous young girl who looks up to you and is always looking for advice for her upcoming and sometimes strange adventures. You can find her at the entrance to the most western dock in your player-owned port, and once you select help, she will ask you for advice on a few topics, and then will leave for the week. Once she comes back, she'll reward you with a portion of her plunders. How much she brings back will depend on how good the advice you gave her was. You can look up all her possible questions and the best answers on the wiki. If you choose not to do that, just pick the logical answer. Once you've finished helping Meg, you can travel into the deep jungles of Anachronia, where we'll help the ancient Sigamites burn corrupted herbs. Doing this weekly D&D will award you with fire-making and herblore XP. The last 4 things on this list are all monthly D&Ds, and I was kinda debating putting these on here just cause that list was supposed to be more of a daily XP run. But I won't go into big detail on them all. The troll invasion you can start in Birthrope, and the quicker of the two options are to fight the trolls. You just talk to the instructor and start fighting. Once you've defeated all the waves, you get an XP book to use on a skill of your choice. There are 5 god statues around the world of Runescape, which you can sculpt for construction XP. There's one in Birthrope, there's one in Lumbridge, one in Unil, one in Canifis, and one in Prifddinas. You gain construction XP for each sculpture you craft. When you sculpt, you have a choice of either sculpting a statue that the locals like, which will grant you prayer XP, or sculpting a statue that the locals don't like, which will result in one of them attacking you, granting you Slayer XP. The Giant Oyster. This is my favorite D&D. It awards so much farming and fishing XP, and it also gives you a reward chest as if you had just looted a clue scroll casket. I will also always use a monthly D&D token on this D&D. One requirement for this D&D is you have to have completed the quest Beneath Cursed Tides, which will take you to Tutorial Island, which has long been sunken, where you must redo Tutorial Island underwater, but this time with a twist. The last thing I have on here, I have the VIP Vault, which is only available to VIP members. This vault is located in the GE in Varrock. There is a portal on the west side, which will bring you to the vault. The vault is loaded with chests, and each chest takes time to open, and you have a minute to open as many as you can. The loot you get from the chests are just the normal event items you get from every event that comes out nowadays. XP lamps, stars, tight springs, silver hawkdowns, and protean items. Alright, here is the final outcome of my full trip doing each of the activities I had listed. And my total gain was 1.4 million experience. I only completed 2 daily tasks, even though I had a few available, and I left all the lamps I got from the VIP vault since that would differ for each person. And I did use a monthly D&D token on the Tutorial Island Oyster, meaning I got double farming and fishing XP from that activity. Doing everything on this list took me just about 40 minutes, which is pretty amazing. Well, thank you all very much for watching this video, and any of my other videos if you do. I hope they help you in some way, and if you have anything you'd like me to make a video on, please mention it in the comments. I'll definitely try to tackle any suggestions people throw my way. So again, thank you all, and I wish you all happy gaming.